Just building my Giga Coaster on Planet Coaster. Oh, where did that train come from? That did not end well for those people. Okay, so here we are back at Cottlandby Planet Coaster, playing Planet Coaster. The park is reopened. It reopened in the last episode. Kind of closed the park so I could get some work done at a reasonable frame rate. Lockdown land where the fun never starts. As you can see, the park's quite busy. One thing I will say about this is there's about 12,000 people in the park in GeForce now. I'm streaming this online through the NVIDIA service. It's a brilliant service. I cannot knock it at all, but I am only getting 10 frames per second. Now the stream is giving me 60 frames per second. So there's nothing wrong with the stream. There's nothing wrong with the internet connection. My broadband's fine to the property. I'm playing it on a MacBook Pro. The problem is the game on the GeForce Now servers is running like a bag of spanners. A proper big bag of spanners just clunking around, because 10 frames per second is not good at all. But the park is pretty full. People are continuing to fill in. I think about 12,000 guests in the park at the moment, so that's pretty representative of a very busy UK theme park on a busy day. The guests are it takes them a while to circulate around the park, because if we look down here, this is the kind of, you can come in, you go forward, you end up in this area here. I mean, this is like a hellhole. This is like COVID beware. It's like a super spreader event. This is not good at all. You can't get to anything. All the queue lines are full. All the shops are full. The toilets are full. There's nowhere to go. You can't do nothing. People circulating around the park, it takes a while for them to get anywhere else to where they need to be. So when these people are all spread out, these areas at the front will be less busy. Although I'm going to see how many people I can get in here now. And to do that, I need to build more rides. Now, this was a Giga Coaster. This is the finished version, actually. This is the one that I'm about to open. The original version of this was not like, as you can see, their happy green faces. It was terrible, and here it is. So, as you can see there on the right-hand side, we've got fear, way off the charts. Nausea, way off the charts. And if you look at the G-forces, I mean, it's like pulling 8G on that dip there. So talk about airtime. That's going to not just kind of glue you to your seat, it's going to put you through your seats. We've got a lot of purple areas on this version of the coaster, and tweaking it, you think, oh yeah, you can tweak it. You can't just tweak it, because as soon as you alter one thing, it completely changes another part of the coaster. So I had to go back and I had to completely change it again. And in the space I have, and I've used a significant amount of the park to build this, I've actually had to lower it from the 500-foot monster that it originally was down to a modest 350 feet. So it's a lot shorter than it was. And now, as you can see, there we are with our amazing 10 frames per second. I'm just putting in a monorail station here just to connect up, and I've started doing a little bit of the scenery around this ride as well. So it's not really going to be themed for anything specific. It's just going to be, this area is just going to kind of be a nice park area. Behind it, nestled in the corner, is going to be like a movie studio, movie set area. And there's going to be a big dark ride coaster in there, as well as one of those motion dark rides where you're on like a cougar arm. The Harry Potter in Universal's got that. Now the ride itself is nice. It's just going to have these kind of rocking birch tree kind of thing. Let's have a ride anyway. Let's see what it's like. So we're going to follow this chap. He looks quite exciting, doesn't he? He's moderately dressed, unlike some of the people we see in this park. He's got shorts on. It's clearly a nice day. He's got his shades. He's just chilling out. He looks cool. He's got a little goatee as well. Oh, hello, mate. And oh, there we go. Look, spotty connection. So, you know, I don't know why it does this. I'm going to change broadband providers, I think, because I have a lot of problems with BT. We've got fibres of the home, and they say, oh yeah, it's, you know, whatever, 900 meg down and stuff like that. But actually, the internet's still quite slow sometimes, which doesn't seem right. Okay, let's just speed this up, which looks even worse than it did a minute ago. Let's get him to the front of the queue, because this queue line is humongous. I am expecting great things from this ride. It runs 3 cars. All the block sections are perfectly timed, so it can run 3 cars continuously. It's got a massive queue, so by the time people build to the back of the park here, we should be looking at this coaster just absolutely hammering through the guests. What your game may suffer or stop if your connection doesn't improve. Right, I'm going to save this quick. nothing worse than when it doesn't save your game, which does happen sometimes, believe it or not. The integration with Steam is pretty good, but I will warn you now, sometimes it does not save your game. It's very frustrating if you've had like a massive 10-hour binge on this thing. Why is this monorail just backing up as well? This is annoying. That is really annoying. Why? Go! Let's change the settings on this. Come on. Don't block the station. No. Right, look at this. All these people stuck on the monorail because this car won't go. Again, an annoyance. Anyway, I'll deal with that in a minute. It's just not a problem for now. Oh, there's more people coming on board. Right, we're back in first person mode here of our friend. I don't know what his name is. I think if you click on people, it does actually give you the name. Let's just call him Nigel again for now, because no one's ever called Nigel now these days either, so this is a Nigel. And we're sitting in the ride, and we're all strapped in, and we're ready to go. I like the colour scheme on this. I've gone for like a black and gold, kind of yellowy kind of thing. So he's got the car, he's got the train all to himself. Not only is he the first rider, but he is the only rider. Look at the detail on this game. I love it, love it. I mean, look, it says no step on there. You've got the what do they call them? The bogies, where the wheels are. That's the bogey, not a bogey from your nose. It's a bogey on a roller coaster. And the restraints and the lighting, everything about this game is just so amazingly detailed and fantastic. And I'm pretty sure GeForce now is not running it as high as it could, because when you look at the frame rate, it's just shocking. So I assume the graphics have been turned down as well. Whoa, he's got his arms up. He's got his arms up. He's screaming for dear life. He's shouting for his mummy. Ah! Look at this. He's going up, and back down again. Really, he's wearing that restraint out. He's got his arms right in that restraint. He's wearing that restraint out. And here we go, back through. Up we go. Another. That's kind of an inversion, isn't it? You're kind of over the top there. Not really any inversions in this coaster as such, but there are some points where you do kind of tip over a little bit, and you kind of are inverted. Lovely light effect there, shining on my coaster car. Whoa, back down into a tunnel. Spooky. I'm going to put some hazers and things on these as well, so there's some effects. I might put some near-miss effects as well. And a bit of an end chopper there from the monorail track. Nuts and bolts all over the joint. All over the joint. And his hands up. He's confident, isn't he? He's got his hands up. He's loving it. Absolutely loving it. Do know one question though. How are his sunglasses still on? That is the question I've got. How are his sunglasses still on after all this? Alright, so we're into a block section. So it slows down. Next car behind it is now free to go. And we're down into the second section. Check out the shadows in the background there. The detail on the game. It's amazing. Can you imagine this at more than 10 frames a second? Yes, I could. Come on, NVIDIA, sort it out, please. And he's going over the airtime hills. And he's about to go into the triple half loop thing section, which you kind of go round. There we go. Whoa, that's a bit brutal, that bit. Over we go. Once, and back down again. Twice to the next one. Same kind of thing. Look at these, really a bit nervous about this section. And then same again. I'm sure there's a name for this on actual roller coasters, but I don't know what it is. Well, look, he's got his arms out. It's going a bit slow at this point. Not the game, the actual coaster itself. And then we're back over under the head chopper of the monorail and into the second block section, which is just a bit of brakes there. Let's go first person for this final section there, down into a tunnel. And this last section here, it's a bit of a bendy, twisty little finale into the station. So the main kind of scary biscuits part of the coaster's over with at this point, and you're now just making your way into the station through these series of tunnels. I'm going to put some more effects down here as well. Nothing too spectacular. I don't want aliens popping out or anything like that. I want it to be just a nice, pleasant, generic ride. Now here we go over the station. So when people are waiting to go on the ride, look at that. Straight over the station. Love it. Absolutely fantastic, that section. I really do like that as well. Let's just back to the cinematic mode then, and let's see where we're at with this. And then goes right up to the last second. It kind of has you on your side there and into the brakes. And what is another block section as well. So we can actually get 5 cars on this track if we wanted to. I don't think we're ever going to need that many cars. It's just not going to be that busy. Well, you know, it's going to be busy, but it can already chew up the queues, so I'm quite happy with the way it operates at the moment. Okay. Oh, look, there's quite a few people waiting to go on now. Like 4 or 5 people. I mean, there's like well over 12,000 people in the park still. They're all just kind of stuck in one big, massive kind of sticky toffee person mess at the front of the park. What do you think to that then? Did you enjoy that? Let's get a review from him, see what he thinks. You can usually click on people and it'll tell you exactly what their experience was, how much they're liking it. He's not jumping around or clapping or anything, which is a bit disappointing. I would have been expecting him to like be going absolutely mental right now, but he's not. He looks a bit bored, if I'm honest. Oh, Eric! He was called Erick. Brozard. What do you think, Eric? No, he's heading towards the monorail. I'd rather get a light rhythm. Well, he doesn't really have much to say. Well, he looked like he was enjoying it, didn't he? He did look like he was enjoying it quite a lot. So there we have it. What an amazing coaster. And, you know, this monorail's still stuck here. I really need to sort this out. Why are you not going? There's no reason why you should not be moving. Why are you stuck? Ruining everything. Why? Move. There's a driver in that end. Why is there a driver in that end? Have I put this on the wrong way round? No, I haven't. It's the station. The guy with the controls is this end. And there's a driver in that end. Right, let's close it. Close it and reopen it. Oh, pain in the backside. No, don't delete it. Right, anyway, as I try and sort this out, a quick reminder that if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos of Planet Coaster, and also my favourite thing in the world, Minecraft, because Minecraft will be back next week with a construction update, please subscribe and like the video. And if you have enjoyed this, check out the Planet Coaster playlist. Lots of other Planet Coaster videos here on GeForce now as well. You can see this park when it was a little baby park, when there wasn't much going on in it. Now it's a big grown-up park with loads and loads of guests. I'm going to try and get the guest numbers up to about 15,000-20,000 on this. I'm going to see how far you can get. I've had a look online. There doesn't seem to be anyone who's had a limit on this. Just keep putting rides in, and people just keep turning up. So I'm going to do that. Also, I'm hopeful that by next week I've got this bloody monorail working. So, fingers crossed, eh? I'll do another Planet Coaster update, couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, but I'll put some shorts on YouTube as well. So please do like and subscribe. Bye-bye.